Today we're looking at Loom and ScreenFlow as a screen recording opportunity. Today we want to know which one of these are better, so let's find out. Okay, so let's jump into Loom right now. Loom allows you to record your screen and camera with one simple click, making it perfect for tutorials, feedback, and instant communication. You can share recordings instantly via a link, or you can embed it, streamlining collaboration and your feedback process. It also offers transcriptions and captions. So auto-generated transcriptions facilitate easy search and accessibility options for viewers. Loom also records high quality video, ensuring that your content looks professional literally on any device. There are no limits on storage or recording time, making it ideal for teams and individuals with extensive video content needs. One or two of the drawbacks is, unlike some of their competitors, Loom doesn't actually offer advanced video editing features, requiring you to rely on external software for more complex edits. Also, it's a little bit more expensive for larger teams, so if you're on a budget and you're in a team, maybe it's not the right choice. ScreenFlow. Right, let's jump straight in. So ScreenFlow is designed exclusively for Mac OS, ensuring seamless performance and integration with all of Apple's ecosystem. The software actually specializes in capturing smooth, high-resolution screen recordings, which is perfect for professional-looking tutorials. ScreenFlow includes an extensive library of stock images, video clips, and music to enhance your projects. You can also create attention-grabbing motion effects with ease, bringing more creativity to your video projects. You can export recordings as GIFs or GIFs for quick sharing across social media or even messaging platforms. It's perfect for anybody that's looking for shorter content. You can also record multiple apps and screens at once, which is great for software demos and multitask presentations. I love that feature. One or two of the drawbacks is, unfortunately, I do not own a Mac, so it's only available for Mac OS users, leaving me, a Windows user, unable to actually access all of its awesome features. One of the other things is accessing the stock media library requires an additional subscription fee, which of course will increase your overall expenses. And there we go. If you are looking to stream, then one of these two choices will be a great fit for you. The takeaway is to go ahead and use multiple software suites to find out which is a best fit. If this was enjoyable, drop us a like. We'll see you next time.